Okay, your name is?
Edith Eulloqui,
Okay, and what is your title and what company do you work for?
BDC coordinator, and I work for Mike Anderson,
And what city and state?
Maryville, Indiana.
But you're serving the Chicago area as well?
Correct.
Okay, now, because we just had a great conversation about what? What nationality are you?
Hispanic.
Okay, and you had mentioned, some really progressive ideas about marketing to the Hispanic community, correct?
Correct.
Okay, can you give me some ideas? Like you mentioned that there was a dealership, don't have to mention the name, but there was a dealership where and what was going on?
And in Chicago, it closed about a year ago, and it had all the Spanish community. And now that they're gone, where is all that Spanish community going to? That's why I would like to bring that Spanish community here.
Okay, let's talk about this seriously because I think this is a huge opportunity for dealerships. Can you, remember, there's going to be general managers, dealer principals, internet coordinators, internet directors watching this video. So how important do you think it is to market and advertise to the Spanish community?
I think it's very important. Ever since I started working here, I think I've been attracting more the Hispanic community. I do a bulletin at church every Sunday where it has, Se habla español with my name on it and Sandra's name on it too.
That's her. Okay.
Hola. And we've had quite a few Spanish people coming in, like the priest, my priest at my church. We got 3 souls out of that. So I think if we attack it more, we'll get more Spanish people in here.
Okay, and this is actually a real, on-the-fly interview. So a couple of strategic questions here is that as a Hispanic woman, tell me, what are your thoughts? Like, if you didn't work in the car business, if you were going to go on the internet, would you search in English or Spanish? Spanish is your first language. You actually would search in Spanish? Okay, what sites do you use? Do you use Google in English or do you use Google Spanish?
Google Spanish.
Okay, what is Google Spanish URL? Is it google.com what? Or Google?
It's google.mx.
Okay, for Mexico?
It's Spanish, basically.
Okay. But now, do Puerto Ricans and Colombians, do they use that MX too?
Everything's the same.
Okay, I didn't know. See, I'm a gringo, so I'm learning. All right, so Google.mx.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now so you're gonna search in Spanish. If you don't mind, what type of say in Spanish for me? What type of searches would you look for if you were looking for, like, this is a Chevy dealership, and if you were looking for a Chevy, how would you say that in Google in Spanish? Like, what would you look for?
Buscando un carro.
Repeat that.
Buscando un carro.
What other searches or key phrases would you think? Just keep rattle them off.
Chevy. Like if you put Chevy.
Okay.
That would be one of them.
What else?
Basically, the main one is buscando un carro.
Okay.
That's
and then the town and stuff like that, right? Okay, good. Now the next question is, do Hispanic people go on like Facebook and social media?
Yes, they do.
Okay, now is there Facebook for Spanish, or do Hispanics have their own special site?
There's one called Latinos.com.
What's that?
It's like a Facebook, but it's nothing but Hispanics.
Okay, now do people around here in the Chicago area use that?
East Chicago does. I know
Chicago.
they do.
Okay, can you repeat that again slowly?
Latinos.com.
Okay, for the silly gringos like me, can you spell that for me?
Latinos, LATIONAS.
Okay.
.com.
Okay.
Or migente.com.
Okay. Now, again, which is really interesting is that do you think that the website should also say, we speak Spanish here, there's Spanish representatives on staff? Does Mike Anderson Chevy, do they have currently some type of verbiage on the homepage that says that we speak Spanish, we have Spanish representatives here on site?
We don't, do we?
No, Chicago started us.
Okay, how cool would that be?
Yep.
Okay, and you said Spanish is your #1 language, right?
Right.
Okay, is there any other tips or advice that you'd like to offer the rest of the world watching this as far as attracting the Spanish community? Like, what do Spanish people like, want, need, expect? What are they looking for? You're speaking for everybody now.
I honestly think if he attacked East Chicago, we would have more customers coming in here. Because I'm going to be honest, a lot of people don't know about Mike Anderson in East Chicago.
Okay.
They're going to Smith or other dealerships.
So you're basically saying is that if you find a Latino community, a Hispanic community, then what you should do is you should strategically identify that as an opportunity and then create a complete marketing plan and a strategy to kind of let them know that you exist and that you could help them. Correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, Now, again, as a Hispanic woman, would you personally, if you didn't work in the car business, would you feel more comfortable, talking and working to a dealership, a car dealership that had, Hispanic representatives that spoke the language and were of the descent themselves? Would you feel more comfortable?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I would.
Okay, good.
Because my parents speak English,
Mhm.
but they always look for somebody that speaks Spanish.
Right.
And I speak English, but I still look for somebody that speaks Spanish.
No, you know what? I agree with you, and I think this video right here is going to be a huge, value because dealerships all over the country are always looking for more leads, more opportunities, etc. And sometimes the answer is right in front of their faces. They just don't realize, it's just a shift of a marketing strategy. It's a shift of paradigm, on how to find that business. So thank you so much for bringing it up during this workshop because I think it's going to be a great training, idea and concept and curriculum. Thank you.